Hey,
Jana.
Jenna.
Hi. In the back. Yes. In case you didn't try to sneak out of here. Yeah, he just dropped Iggy off and then Iggy's not here. I don't know. I think she had to go to class. She's no more.
Oh, yeah. flying home from making reservations, flying back, and then flying her back here. So I'm thinking out of Denver. And so she's hoping to come like Denver, and I cannot hear you back. But then it's good anywhere in the country. Right. Yeah, so yeah, that's on her. She's off the payroll. Almost.
We have to help her pay for help her pay June rent. She, her job.
Meaning we're paying her to rent and we're she's not on the payroll yet. It's like $2,000 this month.
She does. She's saving expense. She's about college.
Oh.
Which we're paying most of.
No, we're not. We're not. We're not. No, we're
Like a rug.
no. She has savings account. She got some money from your mom.
Or all dead.
Freaking
From
now.
you. And then
Pueblo doesn't need to hear about her car. So when my mom died, we got some inheritance and we each get a few grand, and then we're just gonna let her use the
trade in.
$12,000 in equity of what that Jeep is worth, the silver four-door Jeep.
Oh.
So we're gifting her
So
essentially.
she has it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't run anymore?
Oh, it's fine.
Oh,
Oh, she just wants to trade it in and get it.
Oh.
She just doesn't get great gas mileage, so she's tired of that.
Yeah, the car's probably still worth 10 or 12
She
grand.
doesn't think so. She's like, that car. She doesn't. I
Um,
mean, it has 170,000 miles on it,
it's
right?
still fine. She was holding it. So she's got to put it
Janice Matsky and the Cheyenne Mountain Jazz Band. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to tonight's Academic Awards ceremony. Before we begin the program, I'd like to thank Mrs. Kim Ganaw for putting tonight's program together. It takes a lot of time to get this right, and she has done an outstanding job. Thank you, Kim. We are fortunate to have in attendance tonight members of our school board. Please help me welcome Ms. Monica Peloso, President. Secretary Susan Mello, and Treasurer Randy Case. Also in attendance tonight, we have our District Superintendent, Dr. Walt Cooper, Assistant Superintendent John Fogarty, and Assistant Superintendent Dr. Carrie Nistine. And on the stage, we have Assistant Principal Carrie Brenner, Assistant Principal Nick Velarde, Athletic Director Chris Roberts, and our Deans of Students, Megan Case, and same director. And most importantly, sitting in the first few rows and here on the stage, we have our very accomplished faculty. We have the English department, we have the math department, science, social studies, world language, fine arts, physical education, guidance, Department of Learning Services, the Media Center, and our tech support department, Mr. Sean O'Day, who is there in the back. Again, thank you for being here tonight, and it is my pleasure to turn the ceremony over to our MC for the night, Mr. John Battersby.
Thank you, Don. It's our last one together. I'm feeling a little verklempt, but that's okay. Guys, before we begin, I just want to give you guys a shout out. Academic Awards, Cheyenne Mountain. I've been doing this several years now, and I like to begin this way. We're about to honor all of you, but what I think you might realize, maybe you don't realize, but being the top of this school that rates so greatly in this state as well in this country, that's, I mean, obviously quite an achievement. So give yourselves a round of applause. But also, there's people out there, it's kind of dark, you can't really see them anymore, but they can see you. This is like UV Central. They can see you well, but you need to thank those parents, those grandparents, aunts and uncles, etc. Give them a shout out. First, we're going to start with our outside presenters. Could I please have Lieutenant Colonel Chad Elwood and Grant Leap and Benjamin Peterson come to the front of the stage, please? It is my pleasure today to represent the U.S. Air Force and to present 2 appointments to the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. These appointments are going to two very deserving young men. This is the equivalent of a 4-year full-ride scholarship to a top-tier university. Appointments to the United States Air Force Academy are extremely competitive. Applicants must not only excel in academics, athletics, leadership, and service, they must also secure a nomination from a member of Congress, the Vice President, or the President of the United States. Only the best of the best are accepted. This year, over 10,000 applicants gave in their applications, and only 1,160 were accepted, so you can see how truly outstanding these young men really are. These students will join the Long Blue Line, becoming outstanding leaders of character in the world's greatest Air Force. To develop those leaders, cadets take part in a wide variety of programs, including aircraft flying, free-fall parachuting, competitive athletics, military training, and foreign exchange programs around the world. At the same time, they will attend classes ranging from aeronautical and electrical engineering to history, and political science. At the end of 4 years, they will have a Bachelor of Science in their choice of over 27 majors and will be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force. For these cadets, the end of school is only the beginning, though. They will take the skills and knowledge they've developed at the Air Force Academy and will serve in one of 38 Air Force officer career fields for the next 5 years after graduation, while they continue to develop leadership and professional expertise. Graduates of the Air Force Academy have gone on to become Rhodes Scholars, titans of industry, politicians, generals, heroes, athletes, and astronauts. I can't wait to see what great things these young men will do. So without further ado, on behalf of the President of the United States, Grant Leap and Benjamin Peterson are hereby appointed as cadets to the United States Air Force Academy, class of 2023. Congratulations. Could I please have Major Katrina Baker, as well as Lawrence Ferguson, Kevin Hooks, Austin Land, Peter Quiros, and Dominic Lopez to the front of the stage. On behalf of the Commanding General, United States Army Cadet Command, Major General Evans, I would like to present the following Army ROTC scholarships. All of these scholarships include full tuition, books, and fees. Lawrence Ferguson is getting a 4-year scholarship to the Military College of South Carolina, the Citadel, valued at over $176,000. Kevin Hooks, a 4-year scholarship to Baylor University, amounting to $210,000. Austin Land, a 4-year scholarship to Washington University, $236,000. Peter Quiros, a 4-year scholarship to Boston University, valued at $230,000. And Dominic Lopez, a 2-year scholarship to Georgia Military College at $40,000. For those of you doing the math, that equates to just shy of $900,000. These scholarships are the culmination of an extremely competitive national process that awards students for their scholastic, athletic, and leadership abilities. You should be proud of this accomplishment and all the others that contributed to your achieving this. Gentlemen, my congratulations to you, your families, as well as Cheyenne Mountain High School. Congrats. Could I please have Petty Officer Jonathan Swedish, Petty Officer Randy Snelling, and Kyle Ramsey come to the front of the stage. I want to give a quick shout out to Petty Officer Swedish, a class of 2008 Cheyenne Mountain High School graduate, back here to do the honors. On behalf of the commanding officer, Navy Talent Acquisition Group, Rocky Mountain, Commander Frank Ryan, United States Navy, I would like to present the following Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Scholarship. All of these scholarships include full tuition, books, and fees. Kyle Ramsey has been granted a 4-year scholarship to the University of Michigan, valued at $200,000. These scholarships are the culmination of an extremely competitive national process that awards students for their scholastic, athletic, and leadership abilities. You should be proud of this accomplishment and all the others that contributed to achieving this. Kyle Ramsey, my congrats to you and your family and your future endeavors. That concludes our outside presenters. We now have administration awards. Up first is Janine Charlton with the Al Pocock I Lead Scholarship.
Al Pocock I Lead Scholarship is presented annually by the Lead Foundation to recognize and support the pursuit of higher education for one senior who is going to do great things in the world. This award seeks to recognize an individual who demonstrates leadership, advocacy, resilience, and above all, integrity. This year's recipient was the cornerstone of the Advanced Lead Group as they traveled to present to lawmakers and teachers all across Colorado, in Georgia, Texas, and in Nevada. As a leader, he was the one who remembered to introduce the group. He kept everyone on track. He remembered everyone else's stories and details, and he kept everyone going. He cued those who stumbled, he encouraged them, and provided feedback. Regardless of whether the audience was 10 or 400, he owned the room with his honesty and his humor. Beyond Lead, his service to others is something he tries to pass off as a no big deal. Through his history of community volunteering and his distinction as an Eagle Scout suggests otherwise. It is my honor to present the Al Pocock I Lead Award and $1,500 scholarship to Dylan McElroy.
Thank you. Next, we have Nick Gallardi presenting the Nyman Award.
John Nyman graduated from Cheyenne Mountain High School in 1982. During his second year in college at the University of Wyoming, he was killed when he was hit by a hit-and-run driver. His parents asked if they could sponsor an award at Cheyenne Mountain High School in his name to honor a student who exhibited the traits listed below. A student like John, who was a hard worker, was always there, was solid, but never was recognized as outstanding. Presented to a student who demonstrates leadership, citizenship, and strong work ethic. This student has overcome adversity and has become a role model for others because of his efforts. Please welcome Kyle Poss, the 2019 John Nyman Award recipient. Mr. Poss, you are truly awesome.
Thank you. Mrs. Carrie Brenner will be presenting the Barbara Lewis Leadership Award.
Barbara Lewis was a math teacher and student council sponsor here at Cheyenne Mountain High School for 18 years. The Barbara Lewis Leadership Award is given to an individual who is a dedicated leader to Cheyenne Mountain. This student strives to make the most out of the Cheyenne Mountain experience, not only for oneself, but also for other students. This excellence is demonstrated in academics and participation in extracurricular activities and events. Although this student may not be the best in one specific aspect, this student is the best all around. This student shows sincere concern for others and triumphs through sheer hard work and dedication. This student bleeds maroon and white with a love for Cheyenne Mountain and all of its students. This year, please congratulate Janai Bellett.
Thank you. Up next, we have our department awards. And presenting for the English department first is Miss Liz Coop.
The English department selects candidates for awards from the senior year AP Literature and Composition classes. The students' 4 years are considered as we award bronze, silver, and gold. If the following students could please join me at the front of the stage: Molly Gassman, McKenna Kratt, and Sarah McLean. The student recipient of the Bronze Award is Molly Gassman. Miss Frisbee writes, Molly is a shining star in AP Literature every day. Her insightful discussion, effervescent attitude, and determined commitment to understanding the topics at hand all contribute to her success. Molly does not simply look at the literature, she embraces it entirely. No matter the task at hand, Molly immerses herself in it and goes beyond just comprehending the material. She analyzes, interprets, and reimagines each piece to its fullest potential so that no aspect is left up to mystery for her. Her writing in response to the different pieces reflects this. Her essay responses validate her interpretations and are consistently high-scoring. She constantly challenges herself to better grasp the material beyond the immense requirements already in place for the course curriculum. Molly's work in AP English Literature and Composition is exceptional and well deserving of this honor. Congratulations, Molly. So proud of you. The student recipient of the Silver Award is Sarah McLean. Orson Welles once stated, "Create your own visual style. Let it be unique for yourself and yet identifiable for others." This quotation defines the very essence of Sarah. Throughout her time in AP Literature, Sarah has consistently taken perspectives that are not immediately obvious to everyone else. This innovative kind of thinking has allowed her to take on topics with apparent confidence and ease. Her great insights go above and beyond just getting the correct response. Sarah's writing and discussion weave their own patterns to create a quilt of the most visionary understandings about literature and life. Her great success now, and inevitably in the future, comes from the uniqueness that she embodies in every speech she gives, every discussion she joins, and every word that pours out of the tip of her pen. Congratulations on this award, Sarah. You have been nothing short of extraordinary to merit this honor. The student recipient of the Gold Award is McKenna Kratt. Miss Frederick writes, kind, inspirational, driven, intelligent, passionate, thoughtful. These are just a few of the many words used to describe McKenna. Her love of writing and literature permeate her life and her work. For McKenna, learning is a deep yearning in her soul waiting for completion. She seeks deeper understanding of her life and the world around her by questioning the questions, analyzing humanity, probing the problems for uncomfortable conclusions, and pursuing the truth. She inspires her peers and teachers alike in her dedication and determination to comprehend the essential questions of life and learning that truly matter. McKenna's intense, uncompromising, and truly beautiful writing is a joy to read and relish. As well as her intense hugs, McKenna's passion as a powerful thinker, reader, and writer make the world a kinder and gentler place for all beings.
Thank you, Mrs. Coop. Up next, representing the mathematics department, Mr. Joe Behofen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The math department breaks its awards into two groups: post-secondary awards and gold, silver, and bronze awards given to students in BC Calculus. The first category is post-secondary awards. These awards go to students who have excelled in math to such a degree that they've completed all courses offered at Cheyenne Mountain and have taken at least a year of college-level math. This is not an insignificant accomplishment because the class schedule in college often does not match up with the schedules here, and the students therefore take classes online without sitting in a classroom. Students receiving this recognition are not eligible for gold, silver, and bronze awards when they take BC Calc, as they aren't seniors at that time. It also isn't every year that we even have any post-secondary awards. So a second category of math awards was created to recognize these students. This year, we have no less than 8 such students to give awards to. If you would please hold your applause until I can call all 8 down. Ariana Aronson, Na-Mi Davy, Lucas DiBiase, Hunter Hyatt, Annalise Marcus, Kyle Roach, Ben Stoyer, and Ethan Wright. Please come on down. Thank you. The gold, silver, and bronze awards are awarded by Mrs. Donovan based on performance in her BC Calc class. If I could please have Anna Warmack, Jacob West, and Morgan Hall come down. This year's Bronze Award winner is Anna Warmack. Mrs. Donovan writes, Anna is an amazing thinker. She absorbs concepts easily and deeply analyzes any problem. In spite of being busy with running, Anna has been one of the top students in AP BC Calculus all year long. I know Anna has a bright future ahead of her as she starts her studies in chemical and biomechanical engineering at Johns Hopkins University. I wish her all my best and keep running. Of Jacob West, Ms. Donovan says that Jacob has a true dedication and love for math. He is extremely detail-oriented and participates above and beyond at all times. I am lucky to have had him in pre-calculus during his sophomore year besides an AP BC Calculus. Jacob consistently strives for excellence. He grasps concepts with ease and consistently puts 100% into each assignment. I wish Jacob all my best as he begins his studies of chemical engineering at School of Mines. This year's Gold Award winner is Morgan Hall. Morgan has a natural talent for math. Seemingly without great effort, she was at the top of my top senior in AP Calculus all year. It has been a deja vu from sophomore year when she was in my pre-calculus class. Morgan is a born leader and takes charge when needed. She manages to balance tennis and academics beautifully. In spite of her outstanding math skills, Morgan's goal is to study law. To that end, she will be attending Bowdoin College in Maine to play tennis and study government and legal studies. I wish her all my best in all of her endeavors.
Thank you, Mr. Behofen. Up next, representing the science department is Mrs. Janie Mueller.
All right, well, this is going to be like a rerun.
because as math goes, science goes. So we would like to re-recognize two young men who have gone above and beyond in their science education. Please welcome once again Ben Stoyer and Ethan Wright. It was already written on your other plaque, guys, but I'm going to talk about you. Hold on, just stay right there. No. All right. Ben has also attended UCCS to further his hard science background, having completed Organic Chemistry 1 and General Physics 2 in the course of this year. He was also an integral member of the Science Bowl team, and presently Ben is deciding between the University of Idaho and Colorado School of Mines as he hopes to receive his degree in nuclear engineering. Yeah, I agree. And Ethan has taken General Physics 2 as well at UCCS. Ethan will be double majoring at Purdue in aerospace and mechanical engineering. Our science awards this year are going to go gold, gold, and gold. So that's the way it is. So I'd like to call up Sarah McLean, Hunter Hyatt, and Jacob West. Yeah, listen. Hunter, don't trip. Good man. Sarah has taken AP Biology, AP Chemistry, and AP Environmental Science. She's going to be attending Colorado State University, and I think she's hoping to major in biochemistry, but I could be lying about that. All right, I got it right. All right. Hunter took AP Chemistry, AP Physics while also being on the Science Bowl team and being the rocks and minerals expert on the Science Olympiad team all 4 years of high school. Hunter will be attending Colorado School of Mines and plans to major in chemical engineering. That's all right, buddy. And Jacob has the distinction of having taken all 4 of the AP Science courses: AP Biology, AP Chemistry, AP Environmental Science, and AP Physics. He also was a Science Bowl team member this year. And Jacob, too, will be attending Colorado School of Mines and plans to major in chemical engineering. So please join us in congratulating these outstanding science students.
Thank you. Up next, representing the Social Science Department, is Mr. Larry Lawson.
Good evening. I would appreciate it if you would join me in a moment of silence for those students in this class that are not with us this evening. Thank you. Good evening and welcome, and thank you for coming. Congratulations, seniors. As you know, your success was not achieved in a vacuum. So over the next few days, thank the ones that have helped you get here, your family and friends and teachers, counselors, coaches, and administrators. Take a moment to tell them what they mean to you. An important ingredient in the good life, the happy life, is connecting to something larger than ourselves, recognizing that we are not mere blips on the cosmic radar screen, but part of something much bigger. Bertrand Russell, the British philosopher, concludes his book, The Conquest of Happiness, by describing a happy person thus: such a man feels himself a citizen of the universe, enjoying freely the spectacle that it offers and the joy that it affords, untroubled by the thoughts of death because he feels himself not really separated from those who come after him. It is in such a profound and instinctive union with the stream of life that the greatest joy is to be found. I have had cause to think about this a lot recently. And if we view our lives as merely the 70 or 80 years, if we're lucky, that we putter about this planet, then perhaps we are indeed insignificant. But if, as a religious scholar put it, our parents are infinite, then maybe we are too. I'd like for the following three students to come down and join me: Robert McDonald IV, Ryan Steinbrunner, and Emmy Pavlovic. Ms. Beiswinger had this to say about Emmy: she's a great student. She's focused and dedicated, respectful and considerate. Her thoughtful participation in class contributes to deeper and meaningful exploration of the topics in psychology. She's the type of young lady that knows what she wants and goes to get it in the most mature and meaningful way possible. Moreover, she's a kind soul. She always has time to ask others how they're doing and makes connections with others. She knows herself and embraces herself in a remarkable way. Congratulations to Emmy for our Bronze Award. Regarding Ryan, Mr. Battersby had this to say: knowledge and truth are attributes that a historian is always pursuing. And Ryan has not only pursued these, but he's exemplified them in a variety of history and social science classrooms. I am told that Ryan has had social political thought, ideology, conversation instilled in him since he was a young age. It is clear that this foundation got Ryan to where he is today. He's taken 8 different courses in the social studies department, 4 of which were AP in his tenure at Cheyenne, and earned A's in all of them. From day one in APUSH last year, I was impressed not only with his work ethic, but also his knowledge base of American history and beyond. When it comes to history, Ryan's a reader and a thinker. After Carlotta Walls Lanier of the Little Rock Nine spoke to the juniors and his seniors a few weeks ago, Ryan was sure to get down to meet and speak with her because of what she means to him, as well as the American story. He got his picture taken with her and told me that he'll enjoy showing this to his children someday. I was very impressed to hear of this level of foresight. I'm excited to hear that Ryan will be attending the University of Colorado Boulder this fall. In discussing this with my department colleagues, we believe he would fit very well in a major having to do with politics and or the social sciences, hint, hint. Ryan, I congratulate you and wish you the best. Robbie McDonald IV. Nice tie, by the way. I had the pleasure of teaching and getting to know Robbie this year in AP Human Geography, Philosophy, and he was our president of Film Club. I and many of my colleagues are impressed with his intellect, sincerity, honesty, and passion. Often I'd be lecturing on difficult situations around the world, something perhaps like in our own backyard with gerrymandering, and then Robbie and I would go off on a tangent about French cinema. That's how his mind works, and it's beautiful. He's a scholar and an integral part of this community. He's just a great human being. With his humility, integrity, strong work ethic, and curiosity, they will all serve him well as he attends the University of Colorado this fall. Go Buffs! They are fortunate to have an extraordinary young man, and I am honored to know you and wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Lawson. Up next, representing the World Language Department, Ms. Pam Centeno, Mrs. Jamie Rice, and Mr. Doug Phillip.
Will the following students please come to the front of the stage? Kelsey Bristol, Hunter Hyatt, Robert McDonald IV.
As the AP teachers sat down to discuss who would be our nominees for this year, we sought to acknowledge students who are role models for fellow students,
consistently exceed expectations,
are passionate about the target language and culture. Clearly, these students have demonstrated that they are
magnifique,
ausgezeichnet,
estupendos,
extraordinaire,
wunderbar,
ultra requete contra mega hipersensacionales.
Oui, oui. Kelsey Bristol is this year's French Student of the Year. I have had the pleasure of teaching Kelsey for 3 of her 4 years at Cheyenne Mountain High School, and I will tell you that along with being smart, she is hilarious. Because of these qualities, her peers and I see her as a leader and a positive force in the classroom. Kelsey finished AP French this year, which is the culmination of 6 years of language study in District 12. She asks meaningful questions and always tries to apply new things that she learns immediately and flawlessly, as well as adding thoughtful commentary to classroom discussion and to writing and speaking assignments. Kelsey is also serving in her 2nd year as Secretary of the French National Honor Society. I will greatly miss Kelsey next year as she moves on to a new chapter in her life in Washington. I will miss her daily. When she leaves the class every day, she says, "Bonjour, madame." I won't get that again. So, merci, Kelsey, for your wonderful contributions to the CMHS French program, and bonne chance with your future endeavors. I know you'll be fantastic.
This year's outstanding German student, Hunter Hyatt, distinguished himself already as a 9th grade by submitting classwork that was consistently excellent. He has continued the path of being an outstanding German student through all 4 years of high school German. In every study area in German, Hunter has done amazingly exquisite work, proving to be a fine student and an excellent human being. He not only participated back in September in the 2nd annual PASH weekend in Estes Park, PASH is Partners Schools of the Future, but unbeknownst to him, attracted compliments from teachers from the other 12 partner schools from across the United States. To quote one, a former president of the American Association of Teachers of German, Hunter is truly outstanding.
The first time I saw Roberto's writing in August of Spanish 3, it was apparent he was producing language that my AP Spanish students at the time had not yet mastered. I suggested he consider moving up a level, but he assured me that he was satisfied where he was placed, and was determined to improve and push forward. He was a man of his word, consistently asking great questions, weaving his knowledge attained in other disciplines, bringing in his sense of humor to our daily interactions. Additionally, our shared love of foreign films and his contributions to Cine Club have not gone unnoticed. In my 36 years of teaching here, I've never had a student who was able to master the language quite the way that Roberto has. So much so that he took first place in the state of Colorado in the essay contest for high school language students of all foreign languages. Roberto, te doy las gracias por todos tus aportes en la clase de español y el Cine Club, y te deseo lo mejor. Sin la menor duda, serás un éxito donde quiera que estés.
Thank you. Representing the Department of Learning Services, Mrs. Andrea Taronis.
Hello. The Office of Learning Services recognizes students who demonstrate overcoming challenges, excellent work ethic, really great attitude, being well-rounded students, and accepting the challenge of being a student at Cheyenne Mountain High School. I'd like to call up Keegan Sullivan. On behalf of the Department of Learning Services, I'd like to recognize you, Keegan, with the Excellence in Learning Award. Keegan is a 4-year varsity golf player, honor roll student, baseball player, and all-around great kid. I've known him for 4 years, and a couple of people in my department and a lot of teachers out here have had the opportunity to get to know him. He has grown tremendously over the last 4 years in his leadership skills, his confidence, and self-determination. He's become an outstanding presenter and has given numerous talks and presentations with the Learning and Educating About Disabilities program called the LEAD class. And he's done that over the last 2 years. And this year you presented at Keystone, a conference there, Courage to Risk at Broadmoor. You flew to Reno, Nevada to present with your classmates, and then in Dallas, Texas too. So I'd like to thank Keegan and his parents and the teachers who have worked hard to overcome challenges and support him in attaining these goals, but you get the credit. Congratulations, Keegan. I'm really proud of you, and best of luck at Montana State University.
Thank you. Representing the Instrumental Music Department, Mrs. Janice Matsky.
The Arian Award recognizes outstanding musicianship reflected in musical accomplishments in band class or classes, honor in all state programs, and maybe even outside musical groups. This year, we have 1 senior and 1 junior who were a cut above. Both gentlemen were in all-state band, all-state orchestra, all-city honor band, and all-city jazz band. If these boys ask you if you want to go swimming, ignore them and walk away because it has nothing to do with music. Please join me in congratulating our Arian Award winners, junior Harlan Nicholson and senior Jack Chafin. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is a national award established in 1974 to honor the outstanding jazz musician at each high school who exhibits superior dedication, musicianship, and creativity in jazz. This award is voted on by the jazz students here at Cheyenne Mountain High School. Louis Armstrong once said, "I would rather play jazz than eat." I don't know if that is true about this person, but she definitely fits the rest of the criteria. Please join me in congratulating the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award winner, Miss Bridget Benson. Since its inauguration in 1954, thousands of high school students have been presented the John Philip Sousa Award as an outstanding band student. The award recognizes these young musicians displaying superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, loyalty, cooperation, and other qualities of conduct which school instrument music programs strive to impart. Here at Cheyenne Mountain High School, this award is voted on by their peers. It is my pleasure to congratulate the 2019 John Philip Sousa Award winner, Miss Lexi Carlson.
Thank you. Presenting the Video Production Awards, Mr. Jeff O'Brien.
Would Jake Hahn and Ken Lester please come up? This year, Jake Hahn earned the AM@CM Producer Award. I have had the opportunity to teach Jake for 4 years and numerous video and broadcasting classes. Really? Although we don't agree on if Rogue One is a great movie, we do agree on what makes a good news show, and Jake is good at it. Jake has an eye for detail and has helped various students with their projects and AM@CM. He always volunteers to help out with a short film or project and has worked on short films that have aired at numerous film festivals across the country. He also produced our news show, AM@CM, and this is the first year we didn't have a drop show all year. He has made our little news show better, and the students in class respect Jake for his leadership and kind words. Good luck, Jake, and thank you for producing AM@CM this year. And now for Ken Lester. Ken Lester won the AM@CM Award. Every client-based video project that came through Room 303, Ken Lester either created, guided other students with, or added some finishing touches to the project. He created videos for teacher projects, was our tech for AM@CM, organized our news show, live streamed the Canyon Preschool Christmas show, and he is live streaming the awards night tonight. I could go on. Oh, and he's also creating the senior video that is going to air this week. Ken spent hours editing our news show each week, and there were a few Thursdays where he edited after school until 7 or 8 o'clock to finish a deadline. He has come a long way from his intro to video class and has become a student I rely on and trust to get things done. His humor, wit, and leadership will be missed next year. Good luck next year with the ROTC and college. Thank you for everything you have done.
Thank you. Presenting the Theater Awards, Mrs. Jody Paproth.
Thanks. I am happy to present 2 seniors with the Best Theater Student Award this year. Would Maggie Mulder and Stephanie Nagasa Blake please make their way to the front of the stage? It's been said many times this year that although they are great friends now, Maggie and Stephanie probably would have never crossed paths and developed a bond of friendship had it not been for theater. These 2 incredible young women are on the opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to many things that we label as social, political, religious, cultural, and societal. Their approach to the world, to schools, to problems probably couldn't be more different. But partly through their participation in theater, they've learned to practice the importance of the ensemble, putting aside the differences of the individual to find what is needed and necessary for the success of the group. I hope that by recognizing them side by side, I can highlight their very different personalities and yet sum up their very similar contributions to Cheyenne Mountain High School drama. Both Maggie and Stephanie have been a part of the drama program for all 4 years. For all 4 of their years at Cheyenne Mountain High School. Both Maggie and Stephanie participated in the play She Kills Monsters as sophomores and were a part of bringing to light its message of anti-bullying and female empowerment. Both Maggie and Stephanie auditioned and were admitted into the advanced acting class as juniors and seniors, where they continued to take part in one-act scenes and monologues that sometimes led to important, difficult discussions about race, equality, stereotypes, access, appropriation, respect, and cooperation. Throughout her years at Cheyenne Mountain High School, Stephanie went on to stage manage Disney's High School Musical. She directed a one-act this year with the 3rd period beginning drama students, helped to develop the Diversity Club, and served as its president this year. Maggie went on to be a leader in Young Life and participate in multiple mission trips. Both Maggie and Stephanie took on integral parts in last year's spring play, The Women of Lockerbie, and helped us all better understand loss, grief, and healing. This year, I saw their leadership as seniors in the spring play, The 39 Steps. Maggie was one of only 2 seniors involved in the cast, and she brought her sweet, kind, and gentle, nurturing way to the hearts and minds of the cast and crew, listening and guiding, especially all the 9th graders, through the process of what it means to be involved in a high school show. Stephanie, as one of only 2 seniors involved in the crew, was an assistant director and a choreographer for the opening number. She brought her strong and fierce attitude as she advocated for everyone in the show to step up, get focused, and take responsibility for their props, their costumes, their set changes, their entrances, and ultimately themselves. True leadership is the ability of a person to join together the efforts of individuals toward achieving a common goal. It boils down to looking after people and ensuring everyone feels a part of the team. Maggie and Stephanie are a living example that focusing on what we have in common rather than the way in which we are different creates room for the success of everyone. It seems only fitting that Maggie and Stephanie will be attending colleges on opposite ends of the United States. Maggie on the East Coast, Stephanie on the West. Yet both of these young women are choosing paths that require strong, focused voices and the ability to work with others that you might think of as opposite. Maggie is going into a future in youth ministry, and Stephanie is going into law with an emphasis on civil rights, anti-discrimination, and equality. I am honored to recognize Maggie Mulder and Stephanie Nagasa Blake as Cheyenne Mountain High School Theater Students of the Year.
Thank you. Presenting the Vocal Music Awards, Mrs. Dawn Wisdom.
I'm representing Mrs. Wisdom tonight because she could not be here. The National Choral Award is presented in high schools across the country each year in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement in vocal music. This year's recipient of the National Choral Award is Miss Lexi Carlson. Lexi is a gifted performer and musician who started in music at a young age. She has developed a tremendous amount of her time, a tremendous amount of her time in high school, not only to vocal music, singing in chorale and Crimson and Slate, but also to the bands. Yay, band. She was selected for the Colorado All-State Choir both her junior and senior year. Lexi's beautiful voice is admired by her peers, and we are all going to miss hearing her sing next year. Lexi plans to attend Pacific Lutheran University in Tacoma, Washington, majoring in music education. Ms. Wisdom is very excited to someday call Lexi her colleague when she begins her career in music education. Students of the future will be lucky indeed to call Ms. Carlson their teacher. Please congratulate our National Choral Award winner, Lexi Carlson.
Thank you. Presenting the Visual Arts Awards, Mr. Chip Shaw.
So, I've talked about the 3 C's in the past: curiosity, creativity, and courage. I've added a 4th one, and this is what we look for in our Gold Award winners. The 4th one is compassion for the community. Fostering one's imagination increases their compassion. So, Ivy Clough, Isabella Middlemiss, and Laura Burlingame, please come down. So Ivy has been fascinated with expressing her ideas through art since elementary school. In 4th grade, she was featured in the annual Young People's Art Exhibit at the Citadel and won an award. In 10th grade, a photograph she created won honorable mention in Scholastics. In 11th grade, she won an award of excellence in the District 12 art exhibit. And this year, she won an Instructor's Choice Award in both 2D and 3D. She also won the Rhode Island School of Design Award this year. Ivy completed the AP Drawing and Painting class. Her concentration was expressing her love of nature and wildlife, and she has created many beautiful paintings. Congratulations, Ivy. And Isabella Middlemiss, she is an individual who demonstrates originality in many unique creative ways. Her arts accolades began in junior high, singing for the AP choir. In high school, she branched out into theatrical makeup. From 10th to 12th grade, she won a total of 4 visual arts awards, 1 at the national level and 3 at the district level. These awards were in digital photography, fiber art, and printmaking. Isabella has been an anchor for AM at CM this year and has worked hard to promote the arts. She also does how-to segments on car mechanics. She is contributing to the Empty Bowls fundraiser, has been, by producing bowls and being involved in the event. Isabella's creative diversity goes beyond her art. She works for Jiffy Lube as a trained on-site mechanic and plans to major in mechanics and minor in art. Good job, Isabella. And Laurel Burlingame. Laurel was fascinated by art since she was a very young girl. In elementary school, her work was featured in the district art exhibit and the Young People's Art Show. She has taken art classes each year since junior high and all through high school. She has produced an excellent AP portfolio. She has taken 3 AP art classes. In 2018, her work was featured in the Suicide Prevention exhibit, and this year Laurel won an Award of Excellence in the District Art exhibit. Community service is important to Laurel. She has been a member of the National Charity League since 7th grade. Her favorite charity is Elevate, which provides food for children in need. She serves as Vice President of Student Council and has produced many posters and decorations for various events, including a really unique 12-foot masquerade mask. Laurel is very passionate about art and compassionate about helping others in the community. Congratulations, Laurel.
Thank you. Representing the Physical Education Department, Mrs. Susan Roberts.
Hi, good evening. I'm going to be presenting this year's Strength and Conditioning Lifter of the Year Awards. Can I please have Ben Skeets and John Garber come forward? Okay, our first recipient tonight has been in the program all 4 years. His gains in the weight room have been nothing short of extraordinary due to his relentless hard work and dedication in Mrs. Dinas and Coach Swope's classes over his tenure here at SAMHS. His bench press went from 85 pounds as a freshman to 205 pounds as a senior. Wow. His hang clean went from 95 pounds as a freshman to 212 pounds this year. I'm proud to name Ben Skeets as our Strength and Conditioning Co-Lifter of the Year Award. Our second Strength and Conditioning Lifter of the Year is a 4-year participant in weights. The growth from his freshman year to his senior year can be attributed through his hard work and dedication. Coach Swope says, "This young man brought an incredible work ethic daily and refused to take any days off along his journey through high school. He gave max effort, which explains the growth seen in both the weight room and the mat room. His bench max went from 135 pounds his freshman year to 205 pounds his senior year. His squat max went from 135 pounds his freshman year to 275 pounds his senior year." Our second gold medal award winner in strength and conditioning goes to John Garber.
Thank you. That concludes our department awards. We are going to move to the National Merit Recognition and Honor Graduates portion. First is Mrs. Victoria Thompson with the National Merit Recognition.
Each year, the National Merit
excuse me, let me start over. Each year, the National Merit Scholarship Corporation, through PSAT scores, identifies approximately 50,000 high-scoring students in the United States out of 1.6 million students who have taken the PSAT and MSQT to be recognized as National Merit Scholars. We have a total of 7 students from Cheyenne Mountain High School recognized this year for this honor. 5 of these students were named as National Merit Commended students, and I'll ask them to join me as I call their names. Nicole Bellingham, Austin Land, Michaela McCarson, Cole Reddish, and Cooper Sampson. Please come on down. Congratulations, well done. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation then selects 16,000 of the highest scorers, representing less than 1% of the nation's graduating seniors, and these students qualify as National Merit semifinalists. Our 2 semifinalists completed a lengthy application process to move on to be named finalists in the National Merit Scholar Program. Please join me on the stage. Annalise Marcus and Sarah McLean. I will also note that Annalise was also selected as a winner of the National Merit $2,500 scholarship, and Sarah McLean was also awarded a $2,000 per year scholarship, college-sponsored National Merit Colorado State University scholarship. Congratulations, ladies. We're very proud of all of our National Merit Scholars, and we wish them well in their future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you. Presenting our honor graduate, Mrs. Ellen Hinckley.
Upon successful completion of the minimum required credits needed to earn a Cheyenne Mountain High School diploma, seniors have the opportunity to be recognized as honor graduates, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude. To earn summa cum laude, students must have a minimum GPA of 4.1000 and meet the following criteria: meet all course and credit requirements established for graduation, successfully complete 8 AP credits, and have no grades below a C senior year. As I read names, please hold your applause until the end. The class of 2019 recipients of summa cum laude graduation honors are Ariana Aronson, Madeline Banich, Nicole Bellingham, Jacob Beeman, Eric Brinks, Kelsey Bristol, Laurel Burlingame, Harris Burton, Callum Clark, Nami Davey, Sam Dean, Lucas DeBias, Nia Fajota, Macy Fain, Molly Gassman, Gabriel Grauvogel, Acadia Haas, Morgan Hall, Miles Harris, Liam Heaney, Adam Hedman, Taylor Heineke, Miranda Hooker, Kevin Hooks, Gabrielle Hyatt, Hunter Hyatt, Madison Jones, McKenna Kratt, Aiden Lobovich, Grant Leap, Hannah Lewis, Madison Luster, Robert McDonald V, Annalise Marcus, Michaela McCarson, Sarah McLean, Sarah Nenoff, Benjamin Peterson, Lucy Peloso, Christian Piantanita, Peter Quiros, Kyle Ramsey, Jenna Richards Randall, Cooper Sampson, Tatum Schoen, Maya Souvignier, Richard Stark, Ryan Steinbrunner, Benjamin Stoyer, Scott Sullivan, Anna Warmack, Jacob West, and Ethan Wright. What a remarkable honor you all have earned. Congratulations to the summa cum laude honors graduates. Next is magna cum laude. To earn magna cum laude, students must have a minimum GPA of 4.000 and meet the following criteria. Meet all course and credit requirements established for graduation, successfully complete 5 AP credits, and have no grades below a C senior year. As I read names, please hold your applause until the end. The class of 2019 recipients of magna cum laude graduation honors are Bridget Benson, Erin Burkhoff, Emma Kate Bonner, Sophia Bricker, Alexis Carlson, John Chafin V, Claire Fisher, Natalie Foss, Ashley Frost, Claire Garsky, Keaton Hewlin, Ava Yakushowski, Madeline Jarvis, Austin Land, Lisa Long, Cole Micah, Alexander Montoya, Joseph Nagel, Justin Nix, Reese Nilsson, Elise Oliver, Cole Reddish, Benjamin Skeets, Maxwell Schultz, Clara Sparks, Grace Wagner, and Caitlin Werner. Congratulations to the magna cum laude honors graduates. Next, the cum laude honors graduates. To earn cum laude, students must have a minimum GPA of 3.8000 and meet the following criteria. Meet all course and credit requirements established for graduation, and have no grades below a C senior year. As I read the names, please hold your applause until the end. The class of 2019 recipients of cum laude graduation honors are Nolan Ailes, Tristan Barnes, Janaya Bello, Rihanna Brown, Emily Chaston, Erica Shen, Kelly Eisen, John Garber IV, Ever Gray, Anthony Hartman, Chase Heffler, Taryn Hovenkamp, Joyce Jones, Kaylin Kopp, Aiden Keenan, Noah Kelly, Matilda Lear, Riley Moretti, Benjamin Osinski, Shavinder Singh, Aaron Stone, Emma Taylor, Colin Tiemans, and Conrad Ziegler. Congratulations to the cum laude honors graduates and to all of our honors graduates.
Thank you, Mrs. Hinckley. Mr. Don Fortenberry will be presenting some principal awards.
We have been very fortunate over the years to host numerous foreign exchange students. These students add a certain degree of diversity to our school and provide our students with a unique opportunity to participate in cultural interactions that they would otherwise have to travel to experience. We would like to thank these students for expanding our worldwide view by presenting them with Cheyenne Mountain High School certificates of attendance. Attending classes with us this year, and if you would please come down as I call your name, was Gamila Gizi from Rigolo, Italy, Daniel Glock from Biesigheim, Germany, and Lily Lapala from Rauma, Finland. Thank you. Ariana Aronson, would you please come down? Oh, she's not here? Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Cooper Sampson. Cooper Sampson is not only the senior class president, but also an integral member of the student council. He's been in student council since he was a freshman and be trusted to be both a voice of reason and a source of innovative ideas for dance themes, fundraisers, and other school events. Cooper has worked hard to be an advocate for senior class and to make it a memorable year for his classmates. It is no surprise that Cooper was voted by his peers as most likely to be president and most organized. Cooper is graduating summa cum laude, as you just saw, and will be attending CSU in Fort Collins in the fall to major in biomedical engineering. The Warrior Award is an award that was begun by Mr. Paul Martin, the principal of CMHS for 14 years, and is designed to honor a student who loves CMHS and lives every day with optimism and a zest for life, displays leadership in a variety of ways, and represents the true Cheyenne Mountain warrior spirit, dedicated to the ideals of citizenship and service to mankind. And this particular student also convinced me to be in the baking club this year, which didn't turn out well. Mr. Ben Skeets is our Warrior Award winner this year. Many people in a variety of roles are needed to provide the best support for Cheyenne Mountain High School to be a successful learning environment that it is. The Golden Arrow Award is a chance to highlight one of our team members who has diligently provided that support. Normally, the person selected for the Golden Arrow is nominated by staff, but this year the nomination came from the senior class. They wrote, "Not a teacher in a classroom, nor an administrator in an office, but rather the backbone of Cheyenne Mountain." The person that we are talking about is Reggie Cerna. Ever since we can remember, Reggie has been there. Whenever we meet Reggie in the halls, he never forgets to say hello or spark up a conversation, and the little things that took some of the worst days and turned them into the best. On multiple occasions, Reggie has been there to ask how long the day is going or what was going on in life, and it always made us feel like we were listened to. That what was going on in life or the day or how the day was going or what was stressing us out truly did matter. He always has a smile on his face and truly makes Cheyenne Mountain a better place. And if you've never heard his jokes, I'm just telling you, you have to sit with him at lunch sometime. Thank you, Reggie, for everything that you do, and keep being you. The Teacher of the Award has been a tradition at Cheyenne Mountain High School for many years. Nominations are solicited from teachers in early April, and an administrative team reviews the submissions. The teachers selected this year had numerous nomination letters from a variety of departments. A few excerpts from the recommendation letters. Within the department, she is a constant source of joy and support. I regularly ask her for help in interpreting data, adjusting the curriculum, and problem solving for struggling students. She knows the Colorado standards for both teachers and students like the back of her hand. She uses innovative teaching methods to meet her struggling students' needs and to keep them interested in learning. An example of this is when she created a unit dovetailing biomimicry and Thoreau's Walden, which allows her students to engage in nature and literature. Her creative teaching and strategies allow her the ability to foster an inclusive classroom environment where her students find success, confidence, and a love for learning. She is respected, valued, and liked by her colleagues and loved by her students. Please join me in congratulating our 2019 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Shannon Adam. And how about one more round of applause, please, for our students tonight? This concludes our ceremony. Thank you for coming this evening. Have a safe drive home.
Yeah, Jake, I seen you. Congratulations.
another one of these I got sent. You have another one of these, don't you, pretty much? That's like black. Does your scholarship count if they didn't win the big check?
Help it. Okay,
Oh, no, I know. Oh, no, he's doing it.